Hey guys, here is another video coming to you today from Mrs. Arizona Dreams. I saw a comment in our Facebook group, which if you haven't joined, you should go over and check it out. It's in the link will be in the description below. And somebody mentioned just how it feels to have your family and friends not supporting you when moving to Arizona. And a lot of people responded that they had the same experience, that a lot of their people just were being negative and unsupportive about the move. And I wanted to just address why that might be the case when you're making a big move like this. Why people are just, telling you it's a terrible idea or you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't go. Well, I think it's not always because they're hating on you or just wanting to see you fail. Sometimes it's just, I think, because they're going to miss you. And when people are going to miss you, they're going to want to talk you out of doing it. A lot of you guys are coming from across the country. You're going to be moving a plane ride away, and they just don't want you to go. I'm dealing with that right now. My daughter's a teenager now, and she's talking about she doesn't want to stay in AZ. And a lot of the people in the group are saying, everybody keeps telling me how hot it is, how hot it is. I get it. Well, I find myself doing that to my daughter too. When she says, I want to move maybe to Ohio or Michigan. And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, but it's so cold. Why? Why would you want to move somewhere where it's so cold? And when I say that, it's not because I think she's too stupid to know that, or because I am just being a negative Nancy. The secret behind that is I'm trying to make her not want to go because I'm being selfish. Because I want my daughter to stay here with me. I love my daughter and I support her in most decisions, but this one would be hard for me. So it may be just that your family and your friends are going to miss you, and the only way they can handle it is by trying to convince you not to go. And when it's that reason, try to be a little patient with them and understand where they're coming from. Of course, you want your family and friends to support you, but sometimes it's just hard for them to deal with the loss of your presence. So that might be something that you just give them a little time and just, kind of grin and bear it when they try to talk you out of it. Another reason you might not have the support is because sometimes people are just jealous. It's not always good reasons. Your friends or sometimes even your family, they may see you doing something that they wish they had done. Sometimes they may be thinking, God, I really wish I had taken that chance and moved here and just followed my dreams. They may be aware that they're jealous, and sometimes they might not even understand where that negativity is coming from. It takes a lot of courage to pack up and move. Move your family, and I think it takes even more courage to move by yourself. And I think some people they don't want to see you follow your dreams. They don't want to see you do something that maybe they couldn't do, or they couldn't afford to do, or other things got in the way. Everybody that's your friend, that says they're your friend, are not out there hoping you succeed. Some people let their jealousy get in the way, and it comes out when you're about to do something that they want to do or wish they had done. And you gotta just be able to know the difference between someone who has your best interests in mind, or maybe somebody that's just gonna miss you, and somebody that just doesn't want you to accomplish something that they couldn't. They might be stuck in a rut and wish to God they could get out. And so the next best thing is to maybe talk you out of it. So if you see that reason, you just gotta ignore it and not listen to that negativity, not allow that to influence how you feel about the move or whether it's a good decision or not. Another reason for lack of support could be they're just scared for you. Some people see Phoenix as this big bad city full of crime and gangs, and they might just think, I just hope they're gonna be okay. And again, they may be trying to talk you out of it because they genuinely fear for your safety. I remember in my 20s, I wanted to move to Phoenix. So this has been an off and on dream for me. And I saw this program on 2020 about, I forgot what gang it was, but it was like this big scary gang in Phoenix. And it scared me so bad that I was like, okay, I don't want to move there anymore. I'm not going there. And I switched my focus to Florida for a while. And then I realized that Phoenix is big. Phoenix is a big city, and there are gonna be really bad places in big cities, and there are gonna be good places in big cities. Your goal is to stay out of the bad places. There's a lot of suburbs around here that are really safe and really nice. And so I'm looking at Phoenix as this homogeneous thing, but there's just good pockets and bad pockets. And maybe you just have to explain to your family and your friends that you're not gonna go and hang out in the bad neck of the woods, or be out walking the the rough parts of the areas at 1 o'clock in the morning. You may never convince them of that, especially if you're moving by yourself, or you're young or whatever. They're gonna worry about you. That's what people who love you do. And again, it doesn't make you feel good when people are always just talking about the negatives and how bad and how scary and how this and that. But again, sometimes you just gotta let people say what they need to say, and then just shrug it off and move on with your life, and just say, okay, I understand how you feel, and I'm gonna take necessary precautions. You can't always avoid crime or bad things that happen, but that's the case in any city. You're not going to be completely safe in any city. This one might be hard to hear, but sometimes the people that love you are right, and they may see that you're making a decision that hasn't been well thought out. They may see that, hey, you're not really taking the time to research this place. Or maybe they see that you're trying to run from something, because you can't run from your problems. That your problems will follow you in some way, even if it's just mentally. Moving is not going to fix all of your problems. Moving isn't going to suddenly make your life perfect. Or maybe you are moving without a job. Now, people have done it. It's not that it can't be done, but maybe they see that you don't have any savings, you have no job leads. They may just be worried that you're gonna get there and crash and burn. So sometimes what comes off as negativity and hate, and you're trying to stop my dream, is just people who are looking out for you. Just be open. Sometimes you might need to slow down and think a little more and harder, or take your time about your decision. But sometimes you know what you're doing, and you don't need any extra advice or help. You don't have to keep defending yourself or your decision. And if they still don't get it, then oh well, it's your journey. It's not always for other people to understand. Be happy with it, have peace with it, even if nobody else agrees. A lot of decisions you make in life, people won't agree with. It doesn't make it a bad decision, or it doesn't make it the wrong decision. You get one life, and I'm not about to let somebody else live my life for me or tell me how to live it, especially when I believe in what I'm doing. Tell them, come visit. Let me show you what else there is to Phoenix. Don't invite them during the summer, because then you'll just confirm what they thought about it. But invite them to experience it from your point of view. And some people will tell you, I'm not gonna come visit you, and sometimes they mean it. Sometimes they're really that upset that they don't plan on doing it, just out of anger and spite. And some are just saying that just to get you to stay, to make you think, oh wow, if I move, then I lose my relationships. And they'll eventually cave when you move. You may not know which it is. Are you still ready to go? Some people are petty, and that's just who they are. And they would rather estrange themselves from you than to have you do something that they don't agree with, or they can't control you. And those are the type of people that you may just have to distance yourself from and just let go. But You're moving for a reason. Hold on to that. Hold on to the things that make you happy about moving. Hope that people will finally get past their issues with it. They may or may not. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you sometimes. And what's best for you is not always what's best for other people. I hope that you guys all have a good moving journey, even if it's a little rough at home. So let me know in the comments below, how's it going for you? Are your family supporting you and giving you the encouragement you need? Or are you feeling a little left out to dry and like you're not getting what you need from the people who love you? Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.
Perfect.